Hey guys, how's it going? Before we bring up BMX Triple X, let's bring up the Tony Hawk series first, specifically the early to mid 2000s. This is when the Tony Hawk games were at its peak. Tony Hawk 3, Tony Hawk 4, Tony Hawk Underground. This is when the series was at its most popular. And unfortunately, when it comes to popularity, you have some ripoffs like Aggressive Inline, Matt Hoffman, just other sports games. And granted, some of those games did do well. But today we're going to be talking about the Dave Mirra series and how it had the potential to be a Tony Hawk competitor, but at the end became a flop. So let's get started. Let's start off with the facts and let's go. Let's talk about the development of the past Dave Mirra games. That was by Z-Axis and Acclaim Max Sports. Unfortunately, after BMX XXX and the failure that it was, these two companies went under. But let's not talk about BMX XXX right now. Let's just talk about Dave Mirra Face Out BMX 2. Now, this game did fairly well. It did well in the BMX genre, and I feel like it could have done well if the developers made the right choices and made a better BMX game besides BMX Triple X. After some great sales of Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX 2, Acclaim and Z-Axis came up for ideas for the next game. And someone from the development team said, hey, let's add strippers. That, I feel, is the downfall of the Dave Mirra games. But let's just move on from that. Dave Mirra actually agreed with that, with the whole stripper thing, going raunchy and all that. Unfortunately, though, his sponsors didn't agree with it, like Woodward, all the BMX brands, they didn't go along with it. So because the sponsors didn't go along with it, Dave Mirra changed his mind and he took his title off the game, and that's basically how BMX XXX was made. Let's just talk about the game for a second. It's just a raunchy BMX game full of strippers and I guess softcore porn videos, basically. So it works like this. You're in an open world, you could make a character, it could either be a stripper or a regular, BMX person, and you just ride around the world, do tasks, just like Tony Hawk, and your reward is unlocking a new level and some stripper videos. Now let me talk about the beauty of this. When it released on the 6th generation, which was PS2, original Xbox, and GameCube, PS2 basically just shut the game down, saying no porn videos. Xbox basically said the same thing. They just censored it. But Nintendo, surprisingly enough, didn't block the softcore stripper videos. They left it in, which greatly surprises me. I figured Xbox would be the one to not censor it, but hey, whatever, I guess. Before we talk about the raunchy videos, let's just talk about the gameplay. The BMX feeling is kind of lost during this game. You see, during Freestyle BMX 2, it felt exact. It felt like a simulator as much as it could be in the early 2000s. It felt great, it felt fine. But this game, it kind of lost it. It feels a lot more loose, a lot more floaty. And I'm just talking about the BMX. We're gonna talk about the softcore porn videos later. But yeah, I feel like the gameplay was kind of lost. Now let's talk about the mission structure. Of course, with the game being what it is, you have to do these weird missions like, hey, deliver the strippers to the strip club, or hey, this hot dog guy lost his wieners, go collect the wieners, ha ha ha. This game is stupid, but if I was a teenager in the early 2000s, I would probably love it. I don't know. But overall, though, I feel like this was the downfall of the Dave Mirra games. If they really focused on the BMX gameplay, I feel like it could have done as well as the Tony Hawk games. It could have been a competitor. You never know. But because some scummy developers said, hey, let's add strippers, the whole series is done, technically. Then again, though, I do technically understand where they're coming from, because this is when Tony Hawk's Underground came out, and of course, there's this one mission where you have to get into a building and the security guard said, hey, I'd like some peanuts, and of course, you have to go to a peanut vendor that says, we sell hot nuts, and you feed them to the security guard, and the security guard says, I love nuts. This is during that raunchy era of the early 2000s, and I do technically understand where the developers are coming from. seeing where the competition was at, but still, the game was lost for me. Now, I wonder, who even talks about this game nowadays? Who even mentions BMX XXX? Who even mentions a horrible game like that? This guy. Yeah, I know. I had to play the game in order to talk about the game itself. I know. I apologize for even buying this trash. I just thought, oh, a raunchy BMX game. I've never heard of this, so let me pick it up. And I was in for a treat, man. This game is just horrible, and it's a guilty pleasure, you know. If I want to play a good BMX game, I could just play Freestyle BMX. But if I want to play a shitty BMX game, I play this. And of course, I had to look up the uncensored version for the GameCube, even though I didn't know that the GameCube version was uncensored. And I'm so surprised that the original Xbox version was censored. That system should have been uncensored. It should have been like full-on nudity and all that. But no, it had to be the GameCube, the child system, the purple lunchbox. It had to be uncensored. That still surprises me. But if you made it this far into the video, I greatly thank you for that. If you could please leave a like, maybe subscribe. Tell me what you think about this shitty game down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions about this trash. And yeah, I don't know why I want to talk about this game, but I had to. So I guess thank you for made it this far, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Soul making, sound shaking, earth quaking.